Hello, hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Many of you, maybe you have the dream of becoming somebody that who can impact many people, right? Today, welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Normally, every Monday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Now I'm based in New York, so I'm using Eastern time, 2 p.m. We've been getting on Facebook Live inside of our Abundant Entrepreneurs group. We have over 2,600 people, and all, not just any people, but all are who dream of becoming abundant entrepreneur, who can impact many other people's lives, who can change lives, right? And first, we are here to change our own lives. And today, we're on our episode 127. Our topic is build your online kingdom and influence. How many of you are really on this journey of building your online kingdom? How many of you are really like imagine that you are building a kingdom, right? Or maybe some of you are thinking, oh, I'm just here doing some online business or making some money, or like even better, some like of our visionary entrepreneurs, right? Really here, not just to make money, not just to have like enjoy some like online freedom, but it's really here. We are looking forward to changing many people's lives, right? So here, that's why today let's talk about the kingdom. I know the kingdom, some people may take like, by the way, I want to claim, I have I have faith. I'm a spiritual person, but I'm not like a religious. I used to go to like a Christian churches. I love God, I respect all these people, and then I just found more and more I found like I respect all different like great religions and like people's beliefs and good values, right? And I found all this kind of a common space. So that's why eventually I decided I'm not really religious, and my God maybe have like different understanding of your God or even from a Bible, but it's totally okay. Okay, I respect whatever religion or faith you have. I also hope that people can all have this kind of openness to respect, as long as we respect and understand the truth and the fundamental great values. Okay, so that's important. I also want to like help you understand the kingdom. Many people think, oh, that's like a Christian kingdom. Not necessary. Okay, this is not like a religious kingdom. This kingdom is what belongs to you, your kingdom. The kingdom, like, I hope every one of you have already realized and be aware, and also even hold on a moment, let me get some water. Even mastering your being with these four components: your physical body, your mind, your emotion, your heart, right? And also your spirit. These four components, very important. And that's get us into such a different kind of dimensions, right? Very abundant dimensions. And if you miss any part of it, if you miss awareness and like a consciousness of any part or any dimension, that's a big missing of our life, right? So that's why when we talk about our being, ourself, it's like I hope every one of us, maybe there's more dimensions. Right now we have all this kind of sci-fi movies, all this kind of great imaginations. Maybe there's some like other like dimensions, but so far all these four dimensions, at least especially like a spiritual one and mind one, right? So that's give us all this kind of imagination and rich creativity, right? That can help us to go to any dimension, I would say. So here we're talking about the kingdom with your different dimensions, and you create this kingdom. Especially today we're talking about the online business. Okay, online. Why we're talking about online? I know there are so many great like businesses, different models, different like formats, different medias, and all are great, right? If they are creating values, and if they exist here, that means they are creating values and people are leading it and they are helping people, then that's good. There are so many like traditional businesses. I personally worked in corporate for 13 years. International big companies, like national big company, national banks, and also like international big companies, Fortune 100 company, and I went through different functions, right? From let's say from IT and to like operation to administration to professional training to performance management to consulting, then to eventually now I get to entrepreneurship is coaching, and all different kind of forms. So I'm familiar with both corporate world and also entrepreneurship world. And now we're talking about the online business. Why we're talking about online business, especially like recent dozens of years, right? Just short 20, 30 years, around 30 years. I still remember my 30 at the beginning of the 30 years ago. Sounds like very short, right? For our humans, it's like a long time, but for the history, it's nothing, right? For the whole history, like if we describe history like light years, right? But for our human, just like dozens of years, 30 years. But there's a huge change for the society, the internet, and then all this like a Google research engine, and then social medias, all this. Now Facebook, LinkedIn, like now we're on Facebook, right? LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and like TikTok, all these great social platforms enabled us now better than ever. This is the best time for us to do online business. I'm not saying like everybody should do online business, otherwise we're all virtual. I do not want to do that, right? We need a human touch. We need like traditional businesses. We need all this kind of like the like say the services, the products, the physical products, and physical kind of a like supply chains, right? All these kind of things still very valuable. We need that. Otherwise, for example, I do not have my my house, my supplies, right? So we all need that. But now today we're talking for our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers, and we are called here to use the power of internet and social media to transform more people's lives. And traditionally, I still remember dozens of years ago, let's say around 20, 25 years ago, right? We still need, even email is not so popular, right? We are still using traditional mail. And for example, I came from China, right? I immigrated to US for about 20 years. And during that time, if I send a mail, that would take us like at least 2 months, something like that, 1 or 2 months to expect another side to receive the mail. That's crazy, right? Can you imagine that, 2 months to receive a mail? And now even like the Amazon delivery, right? It's physical products, but we can order it to deliver on the same day. And everything just accelerated. And for online internet, it's even like in seconds. So maybe less than seconds, right? Just like you can send, for example, just send a email broadcast to all my people on my list and to notice them about this live event. And I just shared on my Facebook group and also LinkedIn groups and my profile, like everything just immediately, right? How amazing is that? So this is like a power. This is the internet and also technology power. So we want to leverage this power for our, especially our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers here. We are here to transform other people's lives. We are here to impact lives. And our business is international. So we're not just local, right? If you do physical business, unless you develop to a certain scale, you could do like a import, export, or shipment to international locations, right? And they have to build one country by one country and overcome many like regulation rules and limitations, requirements, whatever, right? So, but for online business, you just like click, one click, less than 1 second, everything's out. I just like a few minutes ago, I sent a notice to my email list. Just within 2-3 minutes, everybody received it. That's even already like a slow, right? Compared like the broadcast, right? Compared with other like social media posts. I sent to, for example, Facebook notice, immediately you guys see it. And I sent the invitation, immediately you receive it. So that's just amazing. I guess like people dozens of years ago could never imagine this kind of an era, right? And previously doing business, and people really depend on traditional marketing. They do, for example, TV advertisement, right? Or those billboard, those big advertisements. And or if you do not have budget, those businesses will find like a cheaper newspaper, local newspaper, to do the advertisement. It's still like hundreds or maybe thousands of bucks, right? To have this, they say that there's a tofu block. This little block, tofu block will cost you hundreds or even thousands of bucks, right? Like dollars. So traditional way doing marketing is super expensive, but now everything almost like you get so much free traffic. And these days we're reading about the traffic secrets by Russell Brunson. And last month we read about his book, Expert Secrets, or talking about how our entrepreneurs could use what we know, turn that into a profitable business, and also at the same time create influence and impact. right? Because we have now the technology, the platform, better than ever, and this is the best era. And I cannot imagine now AI, right? AI is also blooming, and there are more and more new innovations, new technologies. We like just like 20, 30 years ago, people could not imagine. Now I feel like now I could not imagine in 20, 30 years. I'm still alive, thank God. By that time, I was just trying to imagine how our business would be like, right? But ideally, of course, ideally, you want both online and offline. Online is for like the speed, the impact, influence, right? But offline is really for that personal connections. We could That's why I'm personally, I'm not a fan of like those VR stuff, like virtual reality, as you guys said. I know some people like games, like those funs. That's okay, right? Just for entertainment. But I do not want in the future we all live in a virtual world. I know the traditional business will always exist because we can't everybody go virtual, right? Otherwise, we have the physical body here, right? That's our one of our important dimension about all the health, all the physical body stuff, right? Could not be taken care of. So this part, our humans, we cannot get rid of this part. So that's good news. So, but for the business, you also do not want to all go online, even though you build up a big business, right? You do not want to all go online because you want that personal touch. For example, recently I have a friend visited me from China. She's also like a immigrated to Canada, and she's traveling from worldwide, and she came from China to visit me. Initially, we were kept in contact through text and through like a WeChat message, and that's feel like very far away, and we had very occasional communication. But this time, she physically arrived to New York to visit us, and she's sending, of course, she's not just visiting us, she's sending her son to like Columbia University for the summer camp. And so I invited her, we like eat together, and then eventually I even invited her to live together with us, staying at my house, and we chat, we cooking together, and we even sleep on the same like a king size bed. And so it's that kind of intimacy, that kind of connection, and we get to know each other's stories and each other's life experience. Even though we were old friends, we came from like the same high school, right, in my hometown in China, but through dozens of years separation, we still did not know each other's life experience, right? And she shared quite some interesting, like she's also entrepreneur, some interesting both life stories and also her entrepreneurship stories. So it's very inspiring, very interesting, and we'll build up a great connections through this experience together. So offline is always it's really a great, so that's why I want to have both online and also offline. By the way, this live video, right? The live video is videos are very great. It's like now we have a conversations like friends, right? Even though we could not physically be together, but this is sounds like a offline. But if we could, by the way, we could sit down together, drink some coffee, tea, if I can treat you my flower teas, right? We could have some walk around this community, something like that would be even better, right? So that's why we want to have both online and also local. You do not want to every day stay just behind the computer and lose the human touch. So that's why networking is super important, not just online, okay? You need a local connection. You need local people. So the reason I'm thinking about now pandemic, it's almost gone, right? So it's safe for us to host the party again at home. So recently, last week, I just threw a party for treat this friend and also her sister family and friends to come to my home. We cook together, we eat together. So, and also I want to invite my previous churches friends, like entrepreneurship group members, to come to my house to have a physical gathering before I go back to China for over 1 month of vacation. Right? You need. And by the way, when I go back to China, right, I will meet all my previous like old friends, alumni from high school or middle school or even like elementary school old friends. We've been separated by pandemic for over 4 years, right? And all these years, I've been in the U.S., they're in China. But whenever I remember previous few years ago, whenever I came back to China, visit them, and we immediately get back to that kind of that warmth, that kind of like a personal connection. And this time I'm planning to like connect all our information from all our like high school teachers. Some they taught me, some taught the other classes, but it's okay. I'm just organizing all this like alumni in our group and to find all the teachers' contacts so we could treat them together. We could gather everybody together, and not everybody, right? Some people may feel like, oh, it's so many years of separation. They do not want to, but quite some people are interested, still want to gather together and chat about our like how to say teenager experience and reconnect, or that can reconnect and bonding, right? And we've already at our age, just middle age, not early middle age, not really old, right? And we've already lost some old friends, student, like alumni. 2 or 3 of them already passed away. Can you imagine that? Because of cancers. So I really feel like life is very short. We should not like how to say, we should really cherish what we have now. Okay, so that's a topic about both online and offline. So let's get back to how do we build up online. Okay, first, but I want to describe. So many of us, maybe every day we are busy on what we're doing. We stuck or maybe get into a trap of our everyday tasks, events, duties, and we forgot to jump out of the box, get on the top of our business, or on the top of what we're doing, to have the vision, have the thinking, have a reflection about what is the things we're really building up here. Because it's very easy, like now I'm been doing every day like a live video, right, reading, and other live chores, and then the businesses and marketing, so busy. And always try to every day. I just found I need at least three meditation. Can you imagine that? At least 3 meditation. Some of you maybe, I hope you have some meditation every day. Some maybe never have anyone during the day, right? So I would encourage everyone to have at least 1 meditation. I do abundance meditation and energy activation in the morning, and also abundance meditation, gratitude reflection during nighttime. So it's different forms, right? Different focus, morning and night, but I call them abundance meditation. So different forms, but during the daytime, I also need at least 1 time. So I have at least 3 times of meditation, sometimes more than that. So meditation is super important, is to recenter us, to calm down, to get us out of all this kind of chaos. And by the way, yesterday I had a car accident. Another car crushed my car's front right tire, and my car could not, like, fireman came and separate our car, put my car by the side. I could not drive, and thank God nobody got hurt. My kids were in the car as well, so thank God. And I had quite a few years of safe driving, but yesterday is really like a mess, because somebody's putting like a smoke by the side. Another car was speeding from the slope and bumping into my car. So anyway, and we're still waiting for the results, right? We need a referral report. We just record of insurance, but anyway, life could be chaos. Okay, all these kind of things happening, and you have kids, and our kids are staying at home now because of summer vacation. We are waiting for our China's trip in quite just like 2 or 3 weeks, and we're still waiting for they got a new passport come back. We're still waiting for the old passport, right, with our visa on it. Gosh, I just pray that the U.S. government, every administration, the departments could be faster, a little bit faster. Learn a little bit like in China. I know China is quite fast, right? So maybe government is not so fast, but at least not like so slow. We paid for express processing, paid hundreds of bucks for that, and now it's already over 2 months. We have not received our old passport with our visas, and our traveling is in 3 weeks. This is really, we're crossing our fingers, right? All these kind of things. So life, all the things are happening. How could we really get back to our business, to refocus on what we want to do, what is meaningful, what is make it like contributing values, and also what is really generate results. We need to make money. We need also like keep the business running, right? And also we really want to change other people's lives. How we could really get more customers, all this kind of thing. So we need meditation. So today, by the way, before we get to all those kind of strategy part, we are building a foundation. The foundation is what kind of a person, and also what kind of business we should embrace, right? And how we could jump out of the box and stay on the top of what we're doing, instead of just every day getting into all this like a limit, like a how to say that, endless lists, errand of, or like how to say, duties, all this kind of lists, right? Especially now before the my summer vacation, my list is increasing, and all these kind of opportunities, all these kind of things I need to handle. And my gosh, you cannot understand how much I'm busy now. So that's why we need meditation. And that's when we recenter ourselves and also get back to our consciousness. Okay, because when we are in everyday duties, tasks, we lose our consciousness. Okay, we are in our busyness, but not in our consciousness. That's why meditation is a great way for you to get out of all those kind of challenges and deadlines and stress, right? Recenter. And now imagine, and also not imagine, visualize why you are doing it. Okay, not just visualize, and I should say first understand why. Of course, when you started, you understand the why, but sometimes you got lost it. And by the way, at the back of my, you can see that that's my vision board. And sometimes I need to review that vision board to remind me why I'm here. And other people may say this and that and say, oh, you should do this and you should do that. Or maybe what you're doing, maybe it's not working. And even my daughter sometimes challenges, Mama, oh, you are not so successful. You should do this and that. Even 15 years kids are giving me advice, right? So, and my friends come here and also give me some other advice. Oh, you should balance your life and business, and you should spend more time with your house and make your environment more comfortable, like that, right? So all these kind of different opinions and feedback and suggestions, you could get out of your mind, right? So you need meditation and reconnect with what is most important for you, what is most meaningful for you, and why you are doing what you are doing, and what you want to create. Okay, what kind of value you want to really contribute, what kind of legacy you want to leave. So that's the meditation you want to do, the visualization. My meditation is similar like Tony Robbins. We are not a person just quiet your mind and just follow the music and just relax like half sleeping. Our meditation is more like realign with our purpose, with our vision, and so like visualize what we should do and get into our next stage, right? So it's just like first center yourself and connect with your vision, connect with your why, and then clarify your mind. Get rid of all this like noises. And sometimes some people will piss you off, right? And I will use this way. They do not belong to my life. I just let it go, let it go, let it go, and don't get angry with them, right? Just let them go. Forgive, forgive, forgive. That's my way to get rid of any distraction, negativity. Because yesterday I just checked because I had accident. I had so many distractions. Right? I just felt like, wow, life's activity could be really like 90% every day. All these kind of things happening, the thoughts, the whatever, right? Could be 90%. That could be overwhelming sometimes. And if you do not recenter yourself and reconnect with what is truly you are here, what you are doing, and what is meaningful to you, you could easily get lost. So I totally understand. So many of us are, and also like I met so many things. Something from my kids, like playing badminton, and the coach had that discrimination because my daughter's skin condition, she did not want, she felt like she's a trouble, she does, and my daughter just want AC. Now it's summer, and the coach did not want them to get AC, even though they have the AC installed. The coach just want whatever, want a more harsh condition to train them, but she ignored her medical condition of her eczema skin, whatever, and they could not understand. All this kind of thing pissed me off, right? And I had to talk with the coach and also talk with the owner, and they still could not fully understand. But they are people with spots, but they do not have that kind of like a really hard with it to think, oh, you should take this challenge, something like that, right? So all these kind of distractions and activities, and it can feed you. And if you easily gave up to the world, it could ruin whatever you want to accomplish, right? What kind of influence and impact the kingdom you want to build. So this kingdom I'm talking about is the kingdom that you have the ownership, that you have the mastery of it, and you have the positivity and also the abundance of this kingdom. You have it. Okay, you own it. And that's the kingdom I'm talking about. That's a kingdom where you can center yourself. That's a kingdom you can feel that confidence. That's a kingdom you can feel that kind of purpose, the calling, okay, the vision, and where you have the commitment and dedication to build it, to create it. That kind of kingdom, okay, and where what you are truly contribute to things, no matter how much money you get, no matter how many people you attract, no matter whatever people are talking about, right? That's a kingdom. You are fully you, fully 100% you. You feel yourself. You feel your creator. You feel the universe. You feel the abundance. You feel the joy. You feel the meaning. You feel the values. Okay, that's a kingdom where you genuinely connect with other people, where you contribute to your best values, your best gifts. You can express whatever you really have. You can even share your vulnerability, your strugglings, right? Your whatever. But you overall, it's like a positive. It's abundant. It's empowering. It's lifting others, including yourself, okay, up to build a better world. So that's a kingdom I'm talking about. That's the kind of a kingdom business you want to build up. That's an abundance world. So that's why today we're talking about what kind of business you want to build up. I want to guide you to go through that kind of visualization to imagine what kind of ideal business you want to build up. Imagine that now you are in your dream business. You already created this kingdom. What would it look like? And what things you are doing? I'm now in, like, now I can do this together, okay? We can do this together. I will talk about mine and you could imagine yours. Let's do this together, okay? Now I know the online, even though now it's online, just think about it totally, because nobody's judging you now, okay? Nobody would judge you. So now hold this space. Hold this space just belongs to us, our abundant entrepreneurs. We are abundant beings. We are born for a certain purpose, for a great global purpose. We are called to accomplish a certain mission that only you, a unique mission, unique purpose, and a vision. Only you, with your unique gifts, unique blessings, your unique life experience and stories, everything, resources, skills, and whatever you learned combined together, that's you. That's your unique assets. Actually, we teach about all these kind of assets, the 7 assets, the 7 secrets, okay, including your purpose, your call, your gifts, your strengths, okay, and also your niche, and that's where we go, and that's all your assets. Uniquely belongs to you, but it's for the purpose, not just for you, okay, for the purpose to help many other lives. And you do not want to waste this kind of a blessing and this gift, this special call. You do not want to waste it, because your life is here just for it. Another day we were looking at the colony, like an ant colony in like American Museum of Natural History, and now they added one, like a Gilbert, like a new science area. They added a new whole construction, a new exhibition, and I remember I was very impressed by that, like an ant colony. And they have also like a bees, I think. But I'm very impressed by the ants colony. All these ants super busy doing something like we don't understand, right? Or human beings don't understand when we look at them. Sometimes I was thinking of when God looks at us, maybe we're exactly our humans like that ants colony, right? Like that kind of a world. We're all busy in our things. I was wondering if there's any ant understand what they are doing, right? So we are human beings, but we are totally different. We are the highest being, the most smart and wise, and the image is closest to God. Okay, so it's definitely we are on the top of the chain of this this ecosystem, the whole world ecosystem, the biology system. We're on the top of the chain. So we so great. We have the 4 dimensions, right? Like I mentioned, we have the spirit. We have the mind. We have the mind who can make decisions. We can learn. We can choose. That's a big thing, right? We can create. And our spirit, we can imagine. We can connect with our creator. That's a huge difference from any other animals, creatures, right? So we're so special. You do not want to waste that gift, and you want create a kingdom, your kingdom where you are fully you, and you can give, you can create, right? You can learn, you can every day contribute values, and you can feel that fulfillment. You can feel that kind of abundance. You can feel the connection with yourself, with the world, and also with God. And that's the kingdom I'm talking about. Anybody imagine now, right? And we're talking about now in our vision. Let's create our kingdom first. I hope some of you, or maybe hopefully all of you, have already read the Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill. This is almost like a number one, right? Most popular, except Bible. I would say this is maybe number one in coaching or self-development industry. People are reading Think and Grow Rich, and many people focusing on the rich part. But we were thinking about the think and grow, rich. Rich is not just money, right? And I know Napoleon Hill emphasized that richness of money and the wealth part, but the wealth is not just money, right? It's also like a richness in your mind, a richness in your emotion, a richness in your spirit. Different aspects of richness. Of course, I'm not excluding wealth and money, right? Like a finance part, and also I have a business in that area. So the abundance is all the different areas of our life. And we can have it all. We can. We definitely can. That's the kingdom we want to build up. We do not want to just build up an online business to make money. We want to build up an online kingdom where we contribute our best gifts, our values, and fulfill our purpose, our vision, and become the person, the abundant version, the best version that we are blessed to be. Okay, so that kingdom, and feel how would you, what kind of things you are doing in this kingdom, right? And people are suggesting me, oh, you do this and that. I know I'm doing finance. I'm also doing coaching. I know that the best way in the finance, I'm also doing coaching, by the way. I develop my team and also empower them and coach them, and really coach with them and build them, right? Build them as leaders, not just a financial professional and experts. I build them as leaders, build them with vision, and also I found a team and platform that's really empowering. They are not just train people like financial knowledge and help you to become a professional and make money. They are empower people to become the best version and also the leader of their life and fulfill their life and also contribute values to other people. That's only reason why I associate with them. I feel like they're not only about the finance and money and wealth. They are also like coaching. They are empowering people. They are building people. So that's why I choose to cooperate with them and use that platform. So now I combine all this together. And that's the business I want to do, right? That's the business I imagine myself I'm doing, and I'm now doing it. I'm here to empower people. I'm here to lift other people up. I'm here to really help other people to become who they called to be, okay? Who they are, called to contribute. What kind of a leader and what kind of influence they are called to contribute to this world. I'm here to do this, and while I'm doing that, either through my live video, either through my free public messages, right, or through my coaching one-on-one or one for all, one for multiple, or with my interactions or nurturing with my group, abundant entrepreneurs here. All this when I'm doing all this, I feel each one of them in a different forms enable me to enable other people, to empower other people. I'm doing what I'm loving to do. Okay, so this is what my dream business. And my next step is thinking about how I could expand this influence. For example, even though I have thousands of members here on Facebook and also on LinkedIn, I have thousands of people on my email list, but still limited, right? I want to influence more people, not just for my purpose, not just for me. I want more recognition, higher ranking. No, I want to really contribute. I want to really serve. And every day I pray to God as God, please help me serve other people, enable me to help more people, because I'm a lover, I'm a giver. I'm also a mother, I'm a nurturer, I'm also a builder. I love to contribute to my gifts. I do not want to waste it, and God bless me with all these gifts. I want to contribute. I do not want to waste it. And for example, my friend said, oh, you can relax, you do not do so much work, and also my labors, right? I have quite some you either call good examples or not good examples. They are so like they're just like how to say, they just like live their own life and focus on their own comfortness, their own like lifestyle, their own like they have money, they can travel everywhere, and they live a more like luxurious lifestyle, something like that. They don't, like the kids are grown up, the kids go to college or kids already graduated working, so they are enjoying their retirement life, and they are persuading me to do that as well. I just feel like that's not my call. Okay, I said okay, I will do it, but I know that even when I retire after 60 or 70, I would still be doing what I love to do. Okay, now I'm doing what I love. I know that I could imagine that when I'm still like when I get to my like 80s or 90s, if I could live to that, even though I'm old, I would still be mentoring people and helping other people, doing whatever is possible to help people around me or online, right? Both. I want to just contribute. And I do not mind that I am busy. I am doing what I love to do. And I could definitely choose to relax and to choose like a retirement style of life. I could actually choose that when I was 38. We moved to Orlando. 38, that's how many years? Now I'm 50. 12 years ago. During that time, we were living a lifestyle almost like a retirement in Orlando, in Tiger Woods community. Orlando Windermere community, beautiful lake, like a lake and golf course community. And all the people around us, majority of them are already retired in their 60s or even 70s or 80s. We were making friends with them, and then I feel like that's like the life too easy for me. I do not want to enjoy that kind of a life, right? Even though it's like enjoyable, all the environments, it's like in heaven. We have our deck, we have our swimming pool, everything, beautiful yards and big lawn. And kids go to Disney World almost every weekend. We have the annual membership for us residents there. And SeaWorld, all this kind of different kind of like Lego World, all this kind of like a fun entertainment. To me, I quickly get bored. I quickly feel, oh, this is not really meaningful to me. Yes, we can enjoy life, but I'm not really enjoying it. My life is like really when I'm contributing values, when I'm helping other people. So I know different people have different course. Some like my friends totally like that. Oh, I just want to live my own life. I love to reading, and it's good for that. And she loves thinking, reading, writing. That's great. I just hope I was encouraging her. I said, write down. She was like postponing, right, to write things. I say, write it every day. You need to have this habit every day. Then share. Don't judge yourself. Don't be like a perfectionist. Just share every day your inspiration, what you are learning. So in that way, she could contribute, right? Even though her focus is like just express herself and get what her learn, she focuses on self-development. That's also good. But I would encourage her to, after you read and learn and get inspired, write it, share with the world, and you can help other people, right? So that's my way. So it's totally different. Sorry for that. There's some people calling me. Some unfamiliar number. I hope I could answer that later. So hope it's not from the insurance, the claim department from my car insurance. Okay, we will handle that soon later. So it's just like imagine what kind of business you want to be doing. I know I am doing what I love to do, but I also I want to become more influencer, like become a more influential to people's lives. I definitely want to like improve my, for example, my marketing, my presence, everything, right? We always have the space to improve, and then I could help more people to do better marketing, not just for like making more money, but really help more people, reach more people. Of course, I want to make more money. Eventually, I could do more great things to contribute, to donate, and build my like abundance universities, abundance centers. That's all in my vision there, vision board. So that's the first thing I want to encourage you, right? To get out of the box of your business every day, right? Do meditation, do visualization, reconnect with your purpose and your vision, and imagine what kind of an ideal business you want to do. Okay, so that's the first step. And now get to how part. Okay, that's we talked about the essence part, and now get to the strategies and specifically how, right, we could fulfill that. And here we create through 14 years of coaching, 14 years of learning, practice, and following, and really attending my annual mastermind group from all these like top masters like Tony Robbins, Dean Gross-Arce, Russell Brunson. I attended all their annual like 5-figure mastermind groups and getting their coaching, their mentoring, their teaching. And also through my 14 years practice, I had been like teaching and helping my clients to develop launch their successful business as well. So, and we developed this 7-step abundance movement launch model. And we're talking about movement, okay? We're not just doing one project, one product, and like one-time business. We are here to empower you and also help you build your lifelong legacy, your kingdom. Like we said, your kingdom will help you build your kingdom. So we use this 7-step, and every step we have the milestones. And from clarify your purposeful and profitable niche to create your unique branding. Okay, let me use this number finger. Okay, niche and your brand, and also create your strategic and attractive converting content. We have a content creator tool. We also have the content freedom challenge and continuous support for people. And some people may teach you, you do not need to do so much like content. You can use this way, for example, webinar way or workshop way, whatever. Those ways to quickly attract your ideal audience or clients and convert them, make money, or even high tickets. Where people say, teach your high tickets. You do not need like keep creating all this content. But real influencers, people who are really doing business to change lives and contributing to this world, they will emphasize creating content and keep creating better and more like converting and more like influential and impactful great content. Okay, so that's a difference you can see between marketer and influencers. Okay, so which one you choose? If you choose marketers, okay, we still teach that, like we use all our strategies. You can become a great marketer. You use like we also teach webinar. We also teach like in our system. That's another part. In the system, funnels, marketing ways, and the traffic. We're reading, right? And all these kind of ways, strategies help you to build up like a great marketing and business. So that if you want to just be a marketer, but we teach more about what you truly need, especially for our visionary entrepreneurs and life changers. Maybe you want to just become a marketer, make money, but some of you are really called here to become an influencer and also life changers, to become the expert and also the thought leader in your field, to transform other people's lives, right? So that's why you want to create content, because you want to express yourself, you want to give your gifts out, you want to share your story, you want to share your messages, right? You want to share your inspirations. And every day, if you are a great learner like me, I'm a lifelong learner. Every day you are learning, and you learn new great things, and you have new aha moments and new inspirations you want to share with this world. You do not just want to hide or just like pass, right, and just go by every day. You want to share it every day it's just a contribute to this world, right? You want to serve. Okay, that's a third part about content. And now about your offer. And this is the 7 steps, right? It's a step like create your core offers, or create your signature offers, irresistible offer, that can really change people's lives. And then you want to build up your system. That system, like we said, right? The system including like your web, what kind of like social presence you want, like social media profiles and your website, your like a link tree, and also your funnels and your webinars, all this kind of the system. You have a business system. The kingdom is like a whole big organic system, right? Including the system, the bottom system, all the operations and the process and the flow, right? The flow of your system. But the kingdom also including a system also including you, right? From the first we said the niche, brand, the content, the offer, and the system. And now the further you want to build up your community. This community is such kind of you can say that like a organic ecosystem, including of course your customers, right? Your community, your audience, your customers, but also including your ideal partners. Okay, people who can support you. It's just this ecosystem, like different level of partners. Some maybe become your dream 100. Some maybe just like even those freelancers or VAs. All those people can support you to build up your online kingdom. They are also part of your community, right? You want to build up different levels of community. You have your own, like I have my abundant entrepreneurs community. This is my group, my ideal audience, and people who I can contribute to help. And you also have your community with your, like, for example, Dream 100 partners, and we have a mastermind teams, right? And we support each other. And then after the community, you would have your energy part. Many people, this is a secret, this is seventh part, okay? Many people did not understand this is a critical part among your whole system, because this one is invisible. Like another day we were watching like a documentary, a scientific documentary, invisible, but it's the most powerful. And our human beings are, for example, our vision can only see very limited things. Many animals can see many, many more, like a bigger world than us, right? They can see ultra, like ultrasound, ultra like other, like ultralight areas, but we could not see. But in this business, the energy is invisible, but it's super powerful because it's like connect all these things together. This energy, from your purposeful, profitable niche to your brand, to your content, to like create your offer, to create your system, create your community. This energy goes through all these kind of other 6 components to connect them together. This energy is where you have this connect you with your creator, with your purpose, with your passion, right? Everything combined together. And that's where you make this is like, you can describe it as a fuel. This is like a fuel, or like for the car, it's like the fuel for your car, the gas for your car, or now it's like electricity for your car, right? That's a fuel for our car. And it's like most time you do not see them, right? It's like in the tank, in the tank, or in some kind of like engine stuff, and they're running, they keep things running. And now energy is like the fuel keeps our whole kingdom running. Okay, your kingdom needs the energy. Otherwise, like even though you have a good vision, you have a good purpose, you have a good call, you have a good products, you have a good like how to say connections, but if you do not have that kind of abundance energy, it will not differentiate you from others, right? For example, you say, oh, there are so many competitors in the market, it's so busy. For example, there are so many coaches, right? There could be so many life coaches, so many business coaches are there to help other people. And whatever business you have, you always have some competitors, right? Nobody can exclude that part. And welcome to the market. You always have competitors. But what differentiates us from others is your energy, what you make people feel, right? You could say, oh, I have a big call. But if you do not have an energy to shoot up there, people could not feel what's your call. They could not feel your commitment, right? But your energy is really what makes different to you yourself. That's what creates like a charisma. They would say charismatic leader, right? That's a charisma different to you from other people. Have that passion, have the energy. Yeah, and that's also what make your life, your business sustainable. Excuse me. I need a little bit more water, right? It's the summertime, get more water. This energy makes you really, people feel what you are committed, what you are dedicated to do, what you are called to do, right? So that's why when people are on with their passion, they're on the passion. That's why sometimes they say follow your passion, follow your beliefs. Or some people have different view. Oh, you should be like, oh, follow this and that, right? They are more how to say that, logic to analyze. Oh, this market is like this. Of course, in our niche, right? We have logic part in our niche. We analyze what the market, the segment is needing, what's their problems, what's their top challenges, what's their pains, and what their desires, how you can help them get that kind of results from A to B, right? And we have the logic part, but we also have this kind of the energy part, invisible part. This is a secret. The number 7. Number 7, even though this is the last one, but it's connecting all others all together. And this starting from, none of them could be excluded or be independent. They all congruent together, okay? And the energy connect all these parts together. And that's also the fuel make your kingdom to be sustainable, to last a long time, and also have that influence impact. So that's the number, totally 7, right? I told you the 7-step abundance movement launch model. That's what we teach. And by the way, and now I know almost like 50 minutes. That's today what we're sharing here. So what kind of business, online business or online kingdom you are dreaming of or you're imagining to create. You need to have this vision, okay? You need to have this dream. Otherwise, without a dream and a vision, nothing great could really happen. All the great things start with us. Like idea, then a dream, a obsession, like the passion, right? Like a vision, and till they really fulfill. And so you want that first part, and then how to do the part. So you could have this really proven step-by-step, 7-step abundance movement launch model to help you not just launch. Some of you already maybe launched your business, but this help you to re-clarify and rebuild all this kind of like 7 secrets components, right? That all these components one by one, put them in congruent together and have a successful launch and build a sustainable, non-impacting and legacy business. That's what we are teaching. So by the way, if you want to learn further about how the 7-step abundance movement launch model is working, right, or more details and more practice, and I would invite you, I will share the link quite soon, invite you to attend our this Thursday live event, our live masterclass, how to launch your online profitable and impactful business in 90 days as a confident expert and thought leader in your field. Okay, so make sure that you will register and show up live. Okay, we will be there and teach you all the secrets we know, and then you will be empowered. Many like our listeners, our attendees give us feedback. This is so powerful, super powerful for them. And even for that masterclass, it's for free, by the way. Even for that masterclass, they gain great inspirations and know what's the step to go. Okay, so make sure you will show up, assign first, register first, and show up. And also feel free to share. We would love your help to spread the word and help more entrepreneurs. And don't worry about any competition, okay? And many of our entrepreneurs, oh, I do not want to share this, or some want to hold for themselves, right? Don't, because every one of you are unique. And when we help you to create and launch your business, it's unique. You will stand out, the expert and thought leader in your specific niche. So don't worry about others, because you will have yours. You have your own kingdom. In that kingdom, you are the queen or king. Okay? You are the owner. All right. So we will look forward to seeing you inside the masterclass on this Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? Make sure that you will double check our comments. We will see you soon. Take good care. Keep this momentum. Have a wonderful week. See you. Bye-bye.